Remember, guys, everybody must qualify.
Can you guys hear me now? My mic was unmuted, but for some reason, this whole time I've been going... Wow. But anyway, since you didn't hear me, welcome to BMRL Network. We're here at the BNR Cup Series at Kentucky. Can't believe my mic, obviously, it wasn't connected to the audio mixer. It was unmuted and everything, but not connected. Good thing I looked over there and noticed that. That really messed up everything right there for a minute. Hopefully everyone can hear me now. It's moving on the audio mixer, so every time I talk it moves. Well, that stinks. Going on and on about Joe Stipe and his win last week, and think it was Michigan last week.
Alright, guys. Welcome to Good Ticket. 135 laps tonight. Pit road speed 40.
Didn't realize I forgot that I had that all unmuted. But alright, our grid has been set. Qualifying is over. As we're ready to go racing here. Alright. Kentucky here, a mile and a half, a little under a mile and a half. That track temp is at 74 degrees, which is perfect racing condition for these guys. Fire wear will not be an issue. All this, that, and the other. Gonna have some awesome, I think we're gonna have some awesome 3-wide battles. Essentially some 4-wides. This track isn't too wide, but it's wide enough for a possible 4-wide. Yeah, let's march on down to the grid as we're ready to rock and roll here for 130 laps here at Kentucky. I believe we only have 3 races left in the season. After tonight, we go to Chicago Street Course, then Homestead, then Charlotte for our championship race. Gonna be very interesting. But tonight, these guys have 4 sets of tires, 70% fuel like always, and 0 fast repairs. I am a little bit under the weather with a little bit of a stomach bug and runny nose that's going around. I mean, -1 here tomorrow morning if it's not already down that low. Tonight is not. It is 11 tonight right now. 11 degrees. Feels like -2 though. Really, that's pretty insane. I've not seen negative numbers. Feels like -3 now, it says. That temp must be dropping. Yeah, it's at 10 degrees now. Man. Cold week ahead of us. In the single digits until Pappelallee. Alright, we're ready to go racing here for 135 laps at Kentucky. Drivers are headed down out of turn 2, down the backstretch, following that Mustang pace car. Got a Mustang there on the inside. Actually, the whole row, front row is all Mustangs. 1, 2, and 3 are Mustangs. 4th place is a Toyota. Here we go. Pace car taking them through turn 3. Into 3, out of 3, into 4. Hopefully everyone has got their popcorn. We're in for a heck of a race, guys. 135 laps here at Kentucky, mile-and-a-half track. Zach Deutscher, Brian Huntley on the front row. Here we go. Green flag is out. Zach with a nice lift going down the front stretch into turn number 1. He takes the lead all by himself, and look at this. Christopher Campbell on the inside going below Brian Huntley. He's making the pass for 2nd place. Looking back a little bit further, Pete Woodrum on the move. Already up 2 positions. Pete on the inside of the 84 car. Oh, Pete gonna slide up into turn 3. Philip Bridgman back on the outside, gonna pass him. Jeff Gilmore up 3 positions already. Christopher Campbell looking to track down Zach. Then Brian Huntley in danger of losing another spot to the inside of the number 9 car of John Holliday. The 5 car Aaron Bradford right in behind Brian here. A lot of cars backing it up the track here on turns 3 and 4. A lot of single file action. All right, Zach Dewisher still leads Christopher Campbell in second, Brian Huntley in third. Christopher Campbell going for the pass, though. He's looking on the inside. Not quite clear yet. They're racing hard. Going down to turn 2, down the back stretch. They're side by side. Brian, very happy to see this racing as he's getting closer and they're touching. Chris gonna have to back off a little bit. He does just that out of turn 4. And this allows Brian to really close that gap. Now Brian looking underneath Chris. I think this track is just naturally eating these tires here, as the heat's not really playing a factor as much as these guys are just driving that lower line that's not rubbered up. Ooh, we had an incident that didn't show up. Will Roberts. Hard into that wall. Everyone really just spread out. Not a lot of 2 wide racing, let alone 3 wide. Zach has fallen back to the 4th place position. And look who's in the front, Brian Huntley. Now cruise his way to the lead. Ooh, up into the wall. I believe that was Josh Small there in the 28. Bill Hale's up 9 positions. He's our biggest mover of the night so far. Oh, a little bit of bumping there between Dale Rapp and Pete Woodrum. And yellow's out. Robbie Bice. I don't know why it didn't jump to him. Let's see what happens here. Oh. Oh, hard into the wall. No bueno there. All right, with 32 laps down, everybody on pit road. Brian Huntley makes it out first.
Green flag, green flag.
Our first 3 wide situation of the night there. And alright, let's take a ride with our biggest mover of the night, Bill Hales. They're in that 53 car. Up 10 positions from his qualifying spot. Moving through the field. Our next biggest mover, Matt Bryant, up 8 positions. Looks like we're experiencing some issues. Are the drivers experiencing this issue too? A lot of them were talking just a second ago. Did iRacing just... dropping a lot of frames right now. Zero on the internet connection. Going on, I think. Okay, no, the race is still going on. So it's me. I'm the one with the issues again. I just... Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm gonna mute up real quick and I will be... I gotta figure out what's going on. Alright, we're back. Had a... thoughts. Everyone in my house is having issues, so... hopefully we're back to normal. I still see I am down. Fucking frames. Internet connection's back, it's just not that strong right now. 1,000 kilobytes per second off the broadcast. I've probably seen a very buffery frame right now. Out of my control. Alright, well, Brian Huntley continues to lead. John Holliday's in second. And that number 9 car making his debut race last week at Chicago. Or Michigan. Okay. Alright, green flag pit stops are underway. Aaron Bradford. Joe Stipe, Mike Allen, and William Roberts still on pit road. Here comes Chris Campbell and Dale Rapp down pit. Alright, he saw more pit stops. Joshua Highball, Pete Woodrum, and Matt Bryant down pit road. There goes Matt Bryant. Joshua Highball. These guys coming off of pit road. And Josh Small gonna give up the lead here. Coming down pit road, Jeff Gilmore gonna be our leader. Last pit in lap 31 on that caution. Here he comes down pit road. He's gonna surrender that lead to Christopher Campbell. Brian Huntley about half a second behind Chris. Brian chasing another win here. He's got one on the season. Yeah, I believe it was that very first race of the season here. Way back at Kansas opening week. Brian Huntley got that victory in the Menards car. Right now tonight he's in the Sony car. He pull off a victory. And he pull off a win here tonight. $80 laps down, we're racing under the lights here at Kentucky. Good thing they're not at Kentucky tonight for real life. It's in the negatives here. I believe that could be our issue with the internet earlier. Everything is back to normal now. That could have been a reason for such horrible connection issues. A cold air node this morning. Now everything's just gonna freeze. Dale Rapp going to find himself in the 3rd place right now, up 8 positions. Bill Hale's going to find himself in the 17th position with Kevin Roy right behind him. Both those guys up 15 and 13 positions since qualifying. I know we are on lap 87, so those position gains are going to be more reasonable. But still, I mean, got 23 drivers on the track on your up 15 positions. You've pretty much climbed your way from the back to the front almost. Technically did, remember, Bill Hales did post the slowest lap, a 42nd lap. He did start at the tail end of the field. Very good race here. Right, I can't. Had a nice little battle here for about 8th through 12th, 8th through 13th. Starting with Pete Woodrum. Actually, no, make that 10th through 15th here. Yep, with Mike Allen 14th right now. Battling Matt Bryant. But all these guys battling each other for position here. Pull up this track map, we can see how far back Bill Hales is from Anthony Lane there. who's in 6th place, Bill in 7th. Our leader, Brian Huntley Jr., going into turn 1 right now. Back to this little group back here as this battle ensues. One of the tightest races we've got going on right now. Ooh, Pete Woodrum down to the apron. A little butt clenching there. This guy's gonna have to do one more pit stop before the end of this thing. Those pit stops should start here in about 10 laps. See, that window is probably about 10 to 20 laps from now. The max 20. Gonna be coming in probably at about 110, about 117. We'll see these pit stops start. Final time here tonight. What could be the final time, pending any yellows, which we know we've seen the series all season long. They have one caution a race. Probably average one caution a race if I was to do an average on that. Alright, here's that window of opportunity about pit stops. When are they going to happen? We ride along with Zach Deutscher there. Brian Huntley still in the lead. He's leading by half a second and a half. Okay. Be interesting. Do pit stop start here. And pit stops are underway. John Holiday, the first one to take a pit stop here. He's getting those tires, right sides and left sides. Off he goes. And here comes Philip Bridgman down pit road. Also, we're going to see down pits here. Mine is now with 24 laps to go in this thing. Joshua Highball on pit road. Josh Small also on pit road. Joe Stipe leaving pit road right now. Here we go. This is where you win or lose this race. Brian Huntley Jr.'s lead has been cut down to less than a second. This race isn't over yet. Brian, Zach, and Chris, all three need a fantastic pit stop. Here we go. All three are coming in. Here we go. Ooh. Zach seemed to be a little bit fast on entrance. Did he get slowed down in time before that line? It looked like he did. Here we go. These guys, they have to be flawless on this entrance. They can't back up. They can't have to pull forward. They can't afford any mistakes here. All three are in. Right side's up. They're going to come out one after the other here. Depends on how much they gas it out of this pit box. And Zach's going to win the race off of pit road. These guys are inside of each other. Oh, Zach touching the little yellow line. Uh-oh. Is Zach going to get hit with a penalty right there? Here's our race for our win here. Dale Rapp could possibly get the win here. He's not going to have to pit anymore. He pitted on lap 108. But the tire situation, man. How fast are these guys closing in on Dale? Not very fast. Dale actually gained some on them on that corner exit. But here they go. They gained a lot on Dale there. They were at 311 behind. Now they're at 295 behind. Go ahead and we'll pull up our tower here so you guys can look along here with us in real time. Here goes Brian. Around the two, like, easy. He looks to be a lot faster than Zach. Alright, 9 laps to go in there. 8 laps to go. There is our battle for the lead. Brian has caught Dale. Can Dale Rapp win 2 in a row? Or will Brian get his second win of the season? Brian very fast. Dale up the track, out of turn 4. Brian underneath. Brian's going to clear him there. Whereas if Campbell gets around Dale Rapp for second place. And Dale hold on to third. Three laps to go for Brian. Does Christopher Campbell have enough to catch him here, though? Alright, 2 laps to go. Campbell's only picked up about 0.3 of a second in the last 2 laps. That looks to be Brian Huntley. Gonna get win number 2 here tonight as he comes down the backstretch out of turn 2. Into turn 3. And Brian Huntley gonna get the win here tonight. Second win on the season for Brian. All right. All right. See who we can get. All right, Christopher Campbell, man, congratulations getting P2 here tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, fantastic race. One caution there, I think on lap 31. After that, it was pretty much green flag racing and green flag pit stops. Yeah, you and Brian, we saw you guys. You all came down together, and then you came out a little bit behind them, and we thought maybe at that point it was, you know, we questioned if you were going to be able to catch them, but you sure enough did.
Yeah, when we came in on that last set of pit stops, I really had lost track of where we was on how many laps we had left, and I was still in save mode. So I ran that first 3 or 4 laps still in save mode, and I couldn't have done that. I should have just went ahead and pushed it. The setup I was on tonight, I mean, it was pretty good if you saved 3/4 of your run. If you ran it hard for the first 10 laps, you fought it for the rest of the run. That whole first run, I was fighting it. But after that, it kind of came in, and I figured out what I needed to do, and it was good.
So I guess it kind of leads me to my question: was it eating tires that much, or how was the track tonight?
No, it was definitely eating tires. 3 and 4 was treacherous on tires. I mean, no matter what you did, when you had to hit your marks every time, otherwise you was going to push way up the track. And if anybody got behind you or beside you, it was going to get you a little loose in the rear end. Not everybody was loose like that, but some of us were. I guess it had a similar setup.
Right. Well, a great race tonight. We didn't see a lot of battles. I think there was one situation of a 3-wide battle, but other than that, not much 2-wide racing, a lot of single file racing. I guess kind of just walk us through your strategy going into this race.
Yeah, when I came out in practice, I had a few different styles of setups I was going to run or going to try out, and I seen how the lap times were changing during practice. I mean, they got normally whoever sets one of the first lap times on a fresh track is what sticks, but track really got faster as practice went on, and we kind of had to adjust some gear ratios a little bit. And so I went to a Conti set and just adjusted the gear ratio a little bit, and that was kind of my plan, was to run it and run all the way out on fuel, because I knew if we would get spread out, we would stay green for the rest of the, more than likely stay green, and we did.
Right, and yeah, very good race. Green flag racing is also, it's awesome to watch, but it's like I was telling the viewers. I mean, pretty much all season long here, we average maybe 1 wreck or 1 yellow every race,
Right.
which is pretty awesome to kind of sit back and be able to watch this green flag runs. People, get spread out, battles happening, here and there on the track.
Yeah, the guys that are in here. Right. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how the guys here are. You know who and where you can run against certain drivers, just like they know where they can run against me. And we try to keep it clean as best we can. We really do I feel like we have a good league moving forward and a good group of guys.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some instances, and I see it every week, of just respect. I mean, I believe there was even a situation at the beginning of this race. So you were side by side with the 2 car, Zach, in 3 and 4, and it got a little tight. Kind of, you guys touched sides, and then you were the one that kind of backed out of the throttle, let him have that, and you guys kind of just went on as if nothing happened. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know how Zach races, and I know how Zach is when you get up underneath him. He's not going to give you right. Yeah, Zach's not going to give you an inch, and I mean that's just, and I mean he makes you earn it, and so I mean you gotta make sure you hit your marks when you get up under him.
Right. But yeah, congratulations getting the P2 here tonight. Before I let you go celebrate, you got anyone you want to give a shout out to or thank you to?
Yeah, we'll thank Bearded Bear Custom Hides, my custom leather shop, BNR Racing, and BMRL for putting it on. We appreciate it. Everybody stay warm.
All right, man. Well, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
I think I'm having the broadcast. Yeah, I'm having issues. Let me just back out of race here real quick. We can get some from Brian. I'm gonna see. Okay. I think I'm connected. Okay, I think. All right. Brian, getting the win here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they can hear you. I'm having technical difficulties here.
Yeah, I heard that. All right, it happens.
But yeah, congratulations, man. Getting win number 2 here tonight. Or well, not win number 2 here tonight, but the season. Started with Kansas, and then you've had been in the booth the last few weeks. Man, congratulations.
Yeah, it was a while to go, that's for sure. And just like Chris said, a Team Conti set, you know, we were messing around in practice trying to figure out which one. And then I went out there, you know, just to, you know, see how it was, and I took a Team Conti quali, went out there and ran it. I'm like, huh, this could work in qualifying. And I sat there and told Chris, and he was like, "Oh crap!" Well, it wasn't crap; it was the other word. But he goes, "All right, we'll give it a whirl in quali." I'm like, "Go ahead." And then that's when I put down the what is it, 30.055 or something like that, compared to Zach's 30.2, but pretty much just like Campbell said, you know, we're sitting there tossing around. Me and him have a lot of setups that we go through. We figure out which one's more consistent and better handling. So, like I said, we use Team Conti, McConey. Every now and then we'll use a Ryko in there, and you know, Just a lot of patience, shall you say, especially with these cars.
Yeah, that's what Chris is saying. Regardless, with the temperature being a pretty nice track temp, tire wear was very bad through 3 and 4.
I'm gonna tell you, my last pit stop before we came in on that last fuel stop to make it to the end, my right front was at 69.
Jeez, just on like 35 laps.
Yeah, and then my right rear was 89. My left sides were 85 and 90. So you would figure your left sides would be wearing more, being all the way down there. But yet again, that all comes down to how hard you push in those final laps. But like I said, turn one, she was a beauty. Oh my goodness. 3 and 4, it's kind of, you got to kind of have that double foot motion gas brake, to keep the car planted. So I was doing a lot of 2 foot in there, and so it was wild. That's for sure. I didn't think I was gonna get her done, but I'm like, okay, well, Zach's fast, and good to see him, come back. But the luck of the
Right.
draw, I guess.
Right. Well, I mean, you were in the lead pretty much most of the night here. I believe it was like almost every time I went to the front, it was you up there in the lead. But yeah, just a great night. Started on the outside of row number 1, and you quickly got that lead after a few laps from Zach there, and it was pretty much your game the whole night.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Chris, I didn't think it was, because I was watching Zach and Chris. I'm like, okay, so now they're pulling on me pretty good. I'm like, oof, I don't know what the hell I got to do. Then I see them, starting to come a little side by side action there, and I'm like, okay, well, this is gonna work good. Technically, all me and Chris did was make a slight gear change. That is all we did, and that was it. Just a slight gear change.
Nice. Well, congratulations, getting that win number 2 of the season here, man. You got anyone you want to give a shout out to or thank you to?
Absolutely. I'd like to thank you for being in the booth here every Sunday night, putting up with us schmucks to give you the action. Um, couldn't be thankful enough for that. You to take your time, and since we moved it a little bit later, it worked out for you, so that was perfect. I'd like to thank my admin crew, myself, Christopher Camo, aka Teammate 2 as well. Finished 1-2. We got that done. Joshua Small, Aaron Bradford, Will Roberts, my dedicated RC, Kyle Gooden. He does a hell of a job watching around the track. JP whenever he's here, Tyler Myers whenever he's here, but at a family event, and to all the drivers that come out every week. Um, who want to have a good time, and can't thank them because without them, we wouldn't be here. So, congratulations to Dale Rat for the P3. Hell of a guy, great driver. I'm sure he was getting a little paranoid there, and he's seeing me closing in those few laps there, but he said old tires, he pitted way too early. So, that ended up working out in our advantage. And same thing with Chris. So, just to thank everybody coming out tonight, tuning into the stream. We got 3 more races left, and then we're done. Then comes the recruiting season. So any of you guys like the stream that Chris puts on, we have openings for next season. I'm not too sure right away how much we're going to get into right away, but we will keep you guys updated. So if you're friends of Chris, looking for a fun side, or whoever just watching, get with Chris, he'll get with me, and then we can get you hooked up. But until then, Chris, thank you very much again. Looking forward to see you next week. I don't think we're going to do Chicago Street. It might be something else. We'll keep you updated
Okay.
because a lot of the drivers don't have it. That's what we
Okay.
had to do on Tuesday. So we'll keep you updated. Make sure that you have the right ordeal. So once again, thank you very much, sir, and you have yourself a wonderful and safe good night, buddy.
All right, man. Thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you. I'll let you talk to Dale now.
All righty. All right,
Bye,
we'll see
buddy.
you
Have a
next
good
week.
one. Yep.
All right, and Dale, back in the booth again for the second week in a row, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, what's up, Chris? Thank you. Yeah,
last pit stop there, we tried to pull a little pit strategy on them. I went real early. I think I ducked in it with 27 to go or something like that. Worked out for me. Probably till the last 6-7 laps, and Brian caught me, and my tires were just wore out by the time, those guys, they pitted probably 6-7 laps after I did, so they had a lot fresher tires ran me down, but yeah, top 3, we'll take it. We'll take it tonight. So I was telling my teammates there, it's a little late in the season to have a run like this, but use this at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it was a great race. Yeah, we saw that you came in, I think, on lap 108, and everyone else came in at 116. And we were questioning. I was questioning whether or not, like, is Dale gonna get that win again? Like, is he gonna get another one here?
I tried. I tried. Like I said, my tires didn't hold out. Yeah, Hell Silver Fox Racing. We had, I think, 3 out of 4 of us were in the top 10 there tonight. So, and the 4th one finished 11th. So, yeah, we had a good night for the team. Clean race. Good run by everybody, man. Caution free. That's good stuff. What keeps us coming back.
Yes, indeed, it was a great one. I think everyone finished this race. I don't think we had a few cars that finished. Not in the lead lap, but other than that, I mean,
Looks like we had 14 on the lead lap.
yeah.
Maybe 17 running.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I see that. Yep. But yeah, congratulations, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. I think next week is Chicagoland Road Course or whatever. Brian put up a poll in the truck series over there for everyone to vote, and they voted it out. And I'm not sure what they come up with, but I hope he puts up a poll here for the Cup Series and gets us out of there.
Yeah, I think he said something about how it's not going to be Chicago Street Course next week. It's going to be something different.
I hope so. It'd be dreadful.
But yeah, before I let you go, you got anyone want to give a shout out to or a thank you to?
Yeah, once again, teammates, everybody, we did a pretty good practice there this afternoon. Had about a 3-hour practice set up. Spent some time on the track, kind of trying to dial him in. Truck felt good all night. I think I come out of there with 0 damage, and pretty good night for the old. Did I say truck? Yeah, I probably did. I'm so used to running the truck series. I don't dabble too much over here in the Cup end of things. Yeah, but anyway, appreciate Brian and BNR, all the admins and all the guys that run over there. It's been a lot of fun.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and look forward to seeing you next weekend wherever we are.
Yeah, wherever we are, there will be. All right.
All right, man.
All right, Chris. We'll see you next week and have a good week.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's a wrap here tonight. Sorry for your what your screen is. I was trying had to put something up race related, and that was the final results here on your screen. We were having some issues, and I wanted to get out of that the simulator, quickly, because I figured that the simulator is probably dragging a lot of internet there. Yeah, I think just weather affecting our internet, which is known for happening. I mean, and there we go again. That just disconnected for me. So we'll see you guys next weekend wherever we're at. Hopefully everyone has a great week, and hopefully